Yes, hello and good afternoon and a very warm welcome to the webinar here from the DEOS AG in Germany with the title Get to Know DEOS AG and the Product and Solution Portfolio. Yeah, here in Rheine, in the northwest part of Germany, we have very nice weather. So here inside, okay, it is a little bit hot regarding the lights which are spotting me. But outside we have starting springtime temperature. It's around over 20 degrees and a very nice sunny day. So we in Germany, we can enjoy the spring feeling. Yes, let us start with my introductions about DEOS. At first, I will start about introductions to myself. My name is Martin Beckmann, and I'm working for about more than 26 years for the company DEOS, and I'm a member of the executive board and also signatory. And I have grown the system partner business starting from zero, approximately from the year 1997, 1998 on. Yes, and this webinar will have the following topics. So we have the introductions that I will show you and give you information about the product and solution portfolio, especially our open energy management stations. Then, of course, applications, software applications, special solutions for, by the way, room automations, and additional software products, which are the highlights of the DEOS AG, and then, of course, programming tools and libraries. Introduction. So we will start with information about the DEOS AG. So the DEOS AG was founded in the year 1967. So we have more than over 50 years experience, and experience means we have experience in the field of HVAC. That is also our focus, that HVAC, we are very deep knowledge about controlling HVAC for our software solutions and still our products. We are very proud that we have more than 350 system partners worldwide, and we are also proud we have a second generation, so the company is a family ownership, and we have 12 international DEOS locations, and we are working and our products are using in more than over 30 countries over the world. Yeah, a little bit more about DEOS himself. So we build a combination of business models. I'm part of the business model which we call system partner business, the DEOS control systems. System partner business means inside from the control systems from DEOS we are developing and producing hardware and software solutions. Software solutions developing means 100% in-house developing here in Rheine, in the northwest part of Germany, and also here in Rheine, also our production. You will see it later on another slide. Then we have, starting from 1967 on, our business unit, we call it building automation. In German, it's called Gebäudeautomation. And in this business unit, we make the job which also our system partner is doing, project business. This means we make the projects, we make the maintenance contracts, we make the services, we make the programming of our controllers, we make the commissioning of the controllers of the project, and we do it only in an area around approximately 80 kilometers from Rheine, because it is so important for us that it's not a competition situation to our other system partners. But in this area, 80 kilometers around from Rheine, we do this business, and we will do this business also in the future, because one of the most important advantages is that in the business unit control systems, we have our department, we call it professional support, professional service. This is the department who makes the training, who makes the consulting, who makes the supervising over the hotline, over the participation to the projects himself in the first steps of a relation to a system partners. And my colleagues, which are working in this business unit, in this business department, are coming from the practical side of the DEOS building automation, and that is the reason why we have this business solution, why we have this business unit, and we will also follow with this business unit for the future. And next, and a very new business unit is our building IT branch. The building IT branch is coming from our own IT department here in DEOS, and we have a very young and very skilled team here with enthusiastic colleagues which are developing new products, new software solutions, especially app applications, especially solutions for the IT security in the field of building automation, and of course cloud solution, which are also 100% development from the DEOS AG. Our management team, here you see the oldest son of the founder of the company, Stefan. He's our CEO. Thomas, he is our executive board. Thorsten is my colleague. He's responsibility for the building IT business. Dennis is responsibility for the project business, and I'm responsibility for the system partner business. So we are the management team of the DEOS AG. And here you see where we are working, where we are doing our business. You see we have more than 350 partners worldwide. Here a list of countries where we are active, but I have to say, or I will say, that the main part which we are working is Europe. This means this is our sister countries, by the way, Netherlands, Austria, Switzerland. We are also very successful in North Europe. This means Scandinavia with Finland and Sweden. We have activities in South Europe, Portugal, Greece, by the way. We are also active in Middle East. That is also a business which I have grown up. So I've traveling a lot of time to Middle East. But Middle East is for us also an area with a lot of sometimes political problems. By the way, you see we are active in Iran, but unfortunately in Iran, due to the embargo situation for the last 2 years, in the moment it is very quiet. But on the other side, we are very happy that we have our business unit, our office now in Dubai. This office is responsibility for this Middle East area, for this Middle East region, which is also be additional North Africa, and also with a young colleague. He's also very enthusiastic. He is living and working from Dubai. But we have also to look, sometimes it can be a very successful story in a country, but sometimes it can be also, depending to the political situation, that we have some problems, by the way, like actual in Iran due to the embargo situation. We are active in the field of Asia. We have offices in Hong Kong and Singapore and in Australia. But also, unfortunately, this area was in the last year, due to the Corona situation, a little bit quiet. But we are hopefully for the year 2022, after Corona, after the pandemic, that the successful story will go on in this area in Asia. We see a huge market, a huge market potential in this area. And we have also here a very young team in Singapore, which is working very hard to grow up our business in this area. And then, of course, in United States, we have also a sister company which is located in Canada, in Vancouver. And by the way, the youngest son of the founder of the company, he is also living there, and he is also doing this business. Yeah, then our highlight, you see our own production. So you see here products made in Germany. By the way, this is very often our door opener. Made in Germany is very popular. mostly the mans of the world likes the German cars, likes the quality of the German cars, and they say, okay, when Germany can produce so fantastic and good cars, then they also can do also good products for building automation. And yes, DEOS does it, do it. And our production line is here in Rheine, and with this production line we have the very important topics. We can guarantee fast delivery, so the production line is working actual 8 hours per day, but we can work 24 hours per day. So when we have got a huge order, we are very flexibly to do it. This means also our flexible production. We are future-proof, and which is also very, very, very important is the question of quality. And we have a very high quality, because before a product will leave the production and goes into the stock, and from the stock we deliver to our system partners, we have 4 quality steps to realize this high quality and to prove it and to guarantee it for our system partners and for the end users, of course. Here you see a lot of brands which are using DEOS, mostly European brands, famous European brands. You see IKEA from Sweden, Adidas from Germany, Audi from Germany, but we have also international brands like Hilton, like also Greenpeace, an international brand, and these are big brands. We are working with a long relation to these companies. And by the way, especially also the Hilton hotels, we have realized a lot of Hilton hotels in the Middle East area, in Qatar, in Abu Dhabi, together with system partners which are working in this area. Now we are coming to our product and solution portfolio, and I will start with the heart in the building. The heart in the building is our controller. We call it EMS. The meaning of EMS is Energy Management Station. That is the meaning of EMS. So we say the heart in the building is not only controlling HVAC, it is also to make the complete energy management, and energy management means especially the energy optimizing, that in the buildings we reduce the energy. That means we reduce the CO2 and we have green buildings for the future with DEOS products. Our family of energy management stations, of controllers, you see here an overview. We have 3 main topic controllers: a huge controller, a mid-size controller, a smaller compact controller. And we are very happy, and we are also very proud that all controllers has a very high IT security direct on board. And this is also a situation that we recognize very often, that IT security becomes more and more popular. We have a lot of hacking attacks, you can say, every day to buildings, and especially also to DDC controllers from criminalized organization. And due to this situation, it is so important to use solutions for IT security, and DEOS has a very deep knowledge about this IT security solutions, and we have it directly, our IT security center. You see it here, our IT security center, which is directly service and security center on the controller to give you the security for this kind of problems, of possible problems. Yeah, now the overview of the controller, coming back, the big one, the mid-size one, the compact controller, but all controllers have the same processor. You see it here, the figures on the left side. We are working with Linux operating servers. We have web server integrated, so we call it our onboard management application, our management software, building management software, which is directly on the controller, which gives a very nice visualization from the controller. We have also figures like 2 GB SD card, 128 MB memory, and a lot of interfaces, Ethernet, CAN bus, RS-232, RS-484. Over this interfaces, we make the complete integration of other protocols, of open protocols. So we as DEOS, we was one of the first European companies who has developed BACnet directly on the controller. And we have also a lot of certified BACnet building controllers. We are a member of the BACnet organization, you see it here, but we are also a member of the German organization, which is called AMEF, which has also very high rules for implementation of the BACnet protocols in buildings. Yeah, from the picture of room automation, DEOS is also a great solution. It's our SRU. The meaning of SRU is single room unit. The controller is free programmable, and it's the same engineering tool which you are using also for the other controllers. So it is not another step to learn another tool. With the same tool where you control the main controller family, you will also program the single room controller. But we come later to this point. We have also, for the field of room automation, a lot of macros in our library to reduce the programming and engineering time. The controller himself, he communicate over the BACnet MSTP protocol. This was a wish from our system partners to have a solution to integrate this room controller to other BACnet building controllers from other brands, and it is possible with the BACnet MSTP protocol. And what is also very nice, the controller has a Modbus and KNX interface. You can decide between Modbus and KNX. Both protocols are for us so important, and also for our system partner, because the most question which will be discussed under the umbrella of room automation, it is the question of the design from the room panel. We as DEOS, we are not producing room panels, but our system partner has the possibility with these two interfaces, he can use, especially here in Europe, the very huge possibility of KNX room panels. And from the other worldwide markets, especially in Asia, he can use the very huge possibility of Modbus room panels, which are mostly coming more and more from the Chinese market with a very cheap price. And we can integrate it directly to the room controllers so that it is not a problem regarding the design. So the end user, he can look to the worldwide market of KNX or Modbus room panels, and he can decide for the design which he like mostly. The controller himself has 16 IOs. This means we have 8 universal inputs, usable as analog or usable as digital inputs. We have 4 universal outputs, and we have 4 digital outputs. We have counter inputs. Counter inputs means to integrate counters, like also for energy monitoring, and a lot of applications for, by the way, lighting control, sun protection, and especially, of course, HVAC in the field of room automation. Now we see our highlight. Yes, we have presented last week at first time at the virtual ISA show here in Germany. We have participated to this virtual ISA show. Yeah, unfortunately, it was virtual, it was not physical, But so it is our OpenWorks. It is the new controller generation, the additional controller generation. It is additional to our existing controller family, and he has a lot of very high figures. And you see on the another slide very high figures. By the way, in our existing controller family, we are discussing about 133 megahertz. This controller has 1.6 gigahertz, so it is 10 times faster than the second controller generation. The second controller generation is our actual controller generation. Yeah, you see a lot of very, very nice highlights, like 1 gigabyte RAM, system integration regarding the certified backnet building protocol profile, a very high and a very deep safety concept with analytic dashboards, with backnet security, certified firewall directly on the controller, HTTPS certificates direct on the controller. So it is our answer for the IT security question in the field of building automation. Maximum performance we have interfaces configuration in the service and secure center. We have modern operating concepts. We have the integrated management software via HTML5 web server, usable OpenView. We call it OpenView, our management software on board. It's a very nice graphical visualization, and it is programmable with our engineering tool OpenFXL4. And what is very important, it is compatible with our CAN IO modules, IO7, Cora, Kodi. So we have here also realized the steps that we have the upgrade compatibility for our existing IO modules, for our existing controller generations. That gives also the security for our system partners for existing projects, which was realized with the existing system with the second generation, and for the future that an upgrade to the new OpenWorks is possible without any kind of problems. That gives also a huge security for this kind of, we call it also retrofit projects for the future. Now we see the family of IO modules, and here is for me important to explain that we communicate from the automation level. This means from our energy management stations, from our controller, we communicate into the field level to our IO modules over the CAN bus. We have decided for this CAN bus technological due to the situation that the CAN bus gives a very high security regarding electrical mechanical problems. The CAN bus was developed especially for the car industry. It was developed from the company US Intel and with the German company Bosch. And I say we believe every day to the CAN bus, because all braking systems in all cars over the world are working with the CAN bus. The CAN bus has a very high advantage. The range of the CAN bus is up to 5,000 meters, so it is possible to install this IO modules up to 5,000 meters away from the controller, from the control cabinet. So we can also place this IO modules in other decentral electrical cabinets. And by the way, electrical cabinets, you see here, we have a very nice small size to use it, to install it in electrical control cabinets. And it's very easy with bridge connectors to connect the modules themselves. So over the bridge connectors, you see it here in the middle of the IO module, we communicate the CAN bus and we communicate the power supply. So it is impossible to make a mistake, and it gives also an additional feeling of security for the installation of these I/O modules. And we have it also with spring clap terminals, very easy for the installation. And you see it here, optional with manual operating level according to the German VDE 3814. This manual operating levels is a question of more comfort for the commissioning of the projects, that you can prove the function by the way of the pump or of the valve directly over this operating manual levels. Yeah, this was the introduction to our I/O modules. We have, in summary, 13 different levels of modules. 13 different levels means we have analog input, digital input, analog output, digital output. We have combined modules, input and outputs in together on one module for analog and input outputs and input. Yes. Okay, let us go further and coming to the applications, like a selection of applications. Here we have a selection. It's only a sample for an additional selection and application of room automation, especially in countries like Middle East, Asia. Also here in our neighbor country in the Netherlands, we have the requirement of vent coil units, controlling vent coil units. We use for this requirement vent coil thermostats. And you see here the vent coil thermostats are communicating over the Modbus protocol. So we can integrate it. This means 6 devices. We can integrate to one SRU, to one room controller. In summary, on this line, we have up to 31 room controllers, and 6 FCT means we can also, by the way, when we have a hotel with a suite, the suite has a living room, has a bathroom, has a small conference room. For each room, we can place in this hotel suite a vent coil thermostat and have the application. And then we have the integration over the network controller. The network controller is a backlit building controller. It is the Open EMS. It is the Open 4100 or Open 810, by the way, or Open 600. And over this network controller, we have the integration in our building management software, which is called OPENweb. This is our huge building management software. And with this huge building management software, we have also additional possibilities for integration. So we have the integration to the Micros Fidelio Oracle software. This is a worldwide leader for hotel management software. And with the BACnet protocol, we can realize this integration, that the manager of the hotel can also use the rooms over his management software, over his hotel management software, in this case, Micros Fidelio. And that is only a sample. Foreign applications, special solutions, room automation, vent coil unit controlling. It can be in hotels, it can be also in office buildings. And here on the next slide, you see the vent coil thermostats live as a picture. You can see it is a very nice design. We have a very attractive price relation situation for this kind of FCT thermostats, communicating Modbus. And in our software library, we have also macros. These macros have also the graphical visualization in this style, which you are seeing here. This style is very nice to use it over smartphones, to use it over tablets, and it's very user-friendly and very easy to handle. And also very, very good that we have also for the energy consumption, calendar functions, room occupancy functions, and weather data. Reduced costs and eco modus is also possible with this solution from the DEOS AG. Then, okay, software products. At first, application software. Application software means the software which is important for the end user. You have heard the name OPENweb. OPENweb is a huge EMS software, 100% in-house development from DEOS. OPENweb is a web client. Web client means when, by the way, the PC or the server where OPENweb is installed, when this hardware is integrated in a local area network, then you can use OPENweb from each other client PC without any additional license fees. This is also a unique selling point which we have here from our side. And what is also a unique selling point, OPENweb is a certified BACnet advanced working station. We have one of the highest certification class for this BACnet advanced working station. This gives user security that other controllers, other BACnet building controllers from other brands can be direct connected to OPENweb, and that gives you also an open system for huge buildings and also for the retrofit business that you can integrate other brands to OPENweb. It is HTML5 based. HTML5 based means you are not depending to any kind of browser, so you can use, here we have some logos, you see the Firefox browser, you see the Edge browser or the Chrome browser, by the way. So we are not depending to one kind of browser, so we are totally independent, and that gives you a lot of flexibility. And what is also very nice, we have an easy integration. Easy integration means we have standardized protocols and interfaces of external systems. It means also Modbus, it means also KNX, it means DALI, that means MBus for meters, by the way, which we are providing for the management software and which we can also integrate over the energy management stations, over the controllers themselves. Yeah, we have also the possibility that OPENweb is usable as a cloud solution. Cloud solution gives you a lot of advantages also regarding the financial situation. You can rent the software. You have not the costs, the investment costs for IT equipment, servers, firewalls, etc. All these things are included in the price of the cloud solution. We have a very nice innovative alarm management that you can receive the alarms directly on your smartphone or tablet. And what is also nice, we have the energetically optimized functions. This means also for energy reducing in buildings. Then, which is also the unique selling point, it is OpenView. OpenView is the onboard building management software on the controller, on the energy management station. From the graphical visualization, we have the same look and feel as for the huge OPENweb EMS software, because the graphical visualization are coming from our macro and template library, coming later to this point. Also, this software is based and provide HTML5. So we have also here not the depending situation to any kind of browsers. It is very user friendly. And by the way, this product, OpenView, the onboard building management software, is, it is a door opener. It is a door opener for the end user, because he get over a very attractive price relation situation. He get a very useful, nice building management software direct on the controller. And we say here in Germany very often, a picture says more than 1,000 words, and with a graphical visualization you can realize a lot of enthusiasts, end users, and it gives you the possibility to increase your business, to get more projects and also more customers, by the way. Very nice is our new QuickView app. QuickView app means you have the possibility to scan with the smartphone, to scan a QR code, and then automatically will be open a page, like, by the way, you see it here in this screenshot, like, by the way, a visualization of a room panel. You have it directly on your smartphone. So this is a nice application also for room automation. So it is not more necessary to install a physical room panel in the room. You can install a QR code on the wall or wherever on the desk, and then when someone came in, we have the multi-sensor in the room, so light is going on automatically, temperature is increasing in the comfort zone automatically, and with scanning the QR code, the user, he has the room panel himself on his smartphone, and he can change the temperature, the set points, the diming of the light in his own comfort zone, and he can save it via his own password. And it's a very nice solution to reduce costs, because you do not need to install the room panel and you do not invest in cabling for the room panel himself. And it's a very nice app. You can search this app over the stores like the Apple iStore or the Google Play Store, and you can install it. And we have it also available with a demo version. So look to this kind of Google Store or Apple Store, search with the name DEOS QuickView, install it on your smartphone and play a little bit. Hopefully you will enthusiast and you will also impressed about this solution, and do not hesitate and contact us after this webinar for more and further informations. Then, from the picture of a system integrator, the question, programming, commissioning, and here we have, based on our over 50 years experience in the field of HVAC control, we have created a very powerful macro library. This macro library gives you, as a system integrator, the possibility that you are up to 90% faster in the programming with our tool OpenFXL. That is the engineering tool, it's the function plan. So function plan means you are drawing the program. And we have also very important API interfaces for customer specific tools, also for integration Excel files, for more reducing the programming time. And we have, you see it here at the last point, we have the 4 steps in one step. We have the step of function programming, of graphic programming, of creating links and documentation. We have these 4 steps centralized in one step to reduce the programming time, and it is based on the experience of more than 50 years that gives you the security that this software macros are without any kind of mistake, and they are working and they are realized, and whatever thousands of buildings here in the world, in Germany, and with impressed end users and system integrators. Here, additional on the engineering tool himself is our macro and template library with over 1,000 prefabricated planned components. All macros has the graphical visualization totally included, and with a template library you have complete units, a complete heating unit, a complete airing unit as a template. So you copy one template as one step, and you have only to configure the IO points, that's all. And so it is very fast, very easy. And very easy is so important because we have the situation that we are searching for young technicians, young engineers, But yeah, unfortunately, the market is empty, not only in Germany, it's over the world empty for this qualified people, for these qualified technicians. And due to this situation, it is so important that you have very easy tools, that it is not necessary to learn or to have some knowledge of deep programming language, that you can use it, by the way, very easy. And that is the unique selling point of the macro and template library. And yeah, also here my invitation to contact us after this webinar for more and detailed information. And then, yeah, last but not least, we have our product or software product. We call it Open Project. It is a mass parameterization tool. Mass parameterization, we have developed these tools, by the way, especially also for projects in Middle East. We have realized hotels with more than 2,000 rooms. And when you have to copy one macro for 2,000 rooms, then it is so important to have a tool which makes it with one mouse click. And this tool will do it with one mouse click. And also you see here as an example, it is a macro for a van call unit application as a room automation solution. And this macro has also included the graphical pictures and for this very nice visualization. And yeah, please believe me, it is one mouse click and you can copy one macro, by the way, until thousands of pieces, thousands of rooms. Yeah, now I look to the clock. We have yeah, 4 minutes before 5 o'clock German time, and now it is the time for questions. Please, when you have questions, type it in the chat from our webinar session, and then I can see it and I will answer it.